Sairam, today is 30th of September, morning time 9 a.m. at Rome. We're about to, shortly leave from here, and a very interesting, you know, part of the trip comes to an end. And we are 7 of us now at this point of time, and soon we head in different directions. So I just wanted to quickly share with you while others are still eating breakfast because, we are just rushing for time. And since we had made this promise to the consciousness that we'll do our session today, we are honoring that. And that's exactly what we were discussing last night, that we must hold truth in our heart at all times, and not for the sake of anybody else. We don't do this for anybody. We do it for ourselves at all times, because for us, we have to resonate in this truth at all times. And that's the reason for what we are able to do, is because we hold the truth, and truth is a light, and that light is love. So this is a simple understanding of life, what life is all about. And as long as we are able to hold on to our truth, and we are able to hold it deep into our heart, and we are able to live it in every moment. And to live it, one has to be in complete alignment of the thoughts, words, and action. So this is really the key of unlocking the light within us and to spread this light in the rest of the universe. So to give you a quick account, yesterday we first went in the morning to the Vatican City. It was Sunday, and that meant that it was most crowded over there. And we went to Saint Basilica's church. And as soon as we entered the square, and we were almost 500 meters away, the energy of that place hit us. And we all felt great heaviness in our hearts, in our knees. It was hitting us on our head. It was not just one person. All of us felt very uneasy, and all the people we saw who were coming from there, walking back from that side, and we have pictures that we took to see that people were very unhappy. There was almost pain in them, and that is what, instead of spreading joy, these places have been spreading a lot of pain and suffering. So it was a very strong force field. And as we stood in front of St. Peter's, all of us stood together, and we started to chant Om and create vibratory field around us. And then together we started to bring the light down. And there is like in most of the places here in Rome, the Romans loved to bring these tall obelisks from Egypt, and they're like this. They're like the symbols of power. They are symbols of the energetic connection to the world above. As we keep saying, as is above, so is below. So what we really did was we brought the light from the source of consciousness, the blue light that is assisting us. We brought that light down and brought it on to that obelisk. And through the obelisk, we, pushed this light down to the womb of the Mother Earth. And we bedded that light in, and this light came so strong within. And as that light started to come, it started to shift everything. It was a very powerful moment, because each one of us was heavily feeling the negative force within us. And we kept chanting Om all throughout, and we kept bringing this light down. And it was so strong that, I had to really push this light to the limits. to be able to clear the collective uh, force field of uh, negativity born out of suffering and born out of this representation of suffering as the way to salvation. But we truly experience that two things have happened. One is that Mother Mary, who's been put on a pedestal, she's now walking amongst us. So the mother is out and the mother is mingling. And the Son, the Holy Son, has been taken off the cross, and the suffering has ended, and there is a release that has happened. So, and then as usual, like every time, wherever we go, as soon as our work is over, the wind comes in, the breeze comes in, and a very strong breeze that comes in, which is the representation of the presence of Hanuman, because Hanuman is the son of wind god, and that presence always is there with us wherever we have gone, all through our journeys, whether in India, whether in England, whether in Switzerland, and now in Italy. So when the job was done, we all felt so light in our hearts, and I think a very, 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 very big work got accomplished. And as usual, as we keep saying, the reason Hanuman is involved because he makes the most difficult task very easy, effortlessly, and then after that, we saw actually the whole energy of the square clearing, because people started to smile. There was a laughter there, and we also, in front of the Saint Peter's, Basilica, we had a good song and dance. We brought laughter back over there, and so really, it's about bringing light back in all the places where there is darkness. And then later on in the evening, we went to the Colosseum, and that's where you saw the pictures of the Illuminati, and that also is a very heavy place, very heavy. And we walked also through the ruins of the old Roman Empire, and there also we had a good interaction with the beings over there. So pretty much, I think, job finished. I got the feeling was it's time to pack up and go home, take some rest, recharge, recuperate, and till the next assignment is handed over. And we had amongst us, we had a fantastic time. All of us came together from different parts of the world, and there was so much of joy and laughter and love, actually. And there was an ease with each other. There was an effortlessness in, coming together. And that's, as I keep saying, is the future world. The future world is going to shatter every matrix, every thought, every pattern, every idea that we've held about ourselves and the world. This is a life where we live together, we love together, we dance together, we pray together. 1 minute we are serious, in being one with consciousness, and then the consciousness breaks into joy and laughter. There is no heaviness, there is no need for suffering. We've suffered enough. It's time for laughter and joy. That's the path to light. And so get your dancing shoes on, and no matter how good or your singing is, so just don't care. As long as the bhava is there, the devotion is there in that, as long as you're connected to your soul, don't worry. And something very interesting happened. So as we moved from Saint Basilica towards the towards the periphery, as we started to walk around the Vatican, so we came to this one of their main gates. It is called the Gate of Angels. Okay, and incidentally, because of this huge clearing that had happened, actually after the clearing, we saw beings from all dimensions there and celebrating. And it was a time of a huge celebration. And I'd like to tell Kunduvi to share with us what she received, because we had told her that we are going to do this, and so that she should tune into the elementals. So when we went to that gate, the Gate of Angels, actually we were looking inside, and almost at that instant, actually one ambulance came from inside. It's as if the light had hit the hearts of those that needed this clearing, and they were, of course, on their way to the hospital because there was too much light that has come. So it was almost like a symbolic representation of what happened at that moment. It was, the timing was so beautiful. And then we were told that that the Pope, who was actually on a tour to Belgium for 4 days, had decided to come back. And he was actually in that moment coming back. And then we decided, the Pope needs to come and see us, and we don't have to go, wait for him. And we walked away to where we thought we needed to be, having some food. So I think that's pretty much it, right? And it seems like a beautiful trip coming to an end. And yes, we've been on the move for so long now that my body is like this. It's tired, but it holds a lot of joy in the heart. So Kundubi, would you like to share what you received?
Yes, Guruji. Just this morning, I went just before I start. I want to tell you, I went to have breakfast with some friends, and as soon as my friend saw me, he said, "Oh, you're so full of happiness. You're just like full, like so much happiness I can sense around you." So I said, yeah, yesterday my Guruji and all my friends, they cleared the Vatican, and I was feeling all this golden energy. And the two people at the table, they just had their mouths open and they were looking at me. Is she crazy? What she's talking about? So, so I told them I'm full of this golden energy. That's what you're feeling. So I'll start with what I saw. So yesterday, when after you called and I was tuning in, the first image I had of the Vatican is like a really dark Jesus Christ with the thorns on his head and Mother Mary looming over him, like as if she's holding those thorns. This was the first image I got. And then I could see there were layers in the Vatican City full of secrets, holding all kinds of dark secrets. And this is the image that was coming to me. And then I saw the Pope, and somehow the Pope was full of light. The current Pope seems to be full of light. Yeah, because I see him asking for forgiveness for all the crimes they've committed. Anyway, then I think when you started channeling this energy to come in, I saw Sophia. Sophia is the original creator goddess of this galaxy planet, and she was coming in with the original God code. So she was standing. This is the information I got, that this is Sophia, and there was this huge swirling white blue light around her. This really strong vortex of light around her, and she was bringing in the original God codes into the Vatican. As you all were clearing, the original God codes were being brought in by Sophia, and there was light language which I have sent you. It was very, very powerful. So much energy was coming through, and the original God codes were being sent as she was in that vortex. And then once she was done with her work, Isis came in, and I was thinking it's the Sri Yantra, but then I was corrected. It was a Metatron's cube. So she came in with that, and she was bringing in golden light codes. It was really again swirling and blasting so much golden light codes. I'll try to see if I can recollect and draw some of it. It was really beautiful. It was so amazing, these light codes which was coming out. She was working with the Metatron's cube, which I assumed was the Sri Yantra, but I think it was that. So it was really beautiful, this energy and the light codes in gold coming out with Isis and the light beings. They were all working on this. And once that was done, there was also whale song. Whale song was coming to clear the space of all this pain and suffering, this darkness of pain and suffering. Serious energy, I think it was also with Richa, the whale song, the aquamarine blue light was coming, the energy of the oceans, and bringing in love from Sirius to clear this pain and suffering. So that was clearing on one level as well. And finally, I could just feel this golden light. I was feeling I was becoming completely golden in color, in form, in shape, in energy, in everything. And those beautiful golden angels that came and started sending countless souls that have been tortured, countless souls that are, trapped because of this Christian religion, what they have done to people around the world. So it was not only at Vatican, but millions of souls all around the world got released into the light. All these souls trapped from these atrocities that were committed during the Inquisition and all these things. So this golden angel was just opening up so many light portals for all these souls, and this countless number of this tortured beings and souls were leaving into the light. And it was so beautiful, and I could see like me turning golden, and everybody was golden, and there's so many multi-dimensional beings, myself, everyone was just golden, and everything was just blasting in this golden light. And that was what I was in when you all called me again and said the work is over.
Thank you, my love. You're looking golden right now, also.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, anyone here wants to say anything?
Um, Yesterday was quite surreal, actually. Just to reiterate, but also my experience walking up to the Vatican and just seeing people coming away, like you think, oh, most people probably come to Rome to visit the Vatican. That's probably top on their list. And then they're just walking away quite gloomy, and there's no joy, there's no spirit, there was nothing in them. And I just thought, well, this is odd. And as we got closer and closer, and you could feel it, and within me, I just felt like I have to march through this. I really had this sense of, and then I realized, what am I doing ahead? Move back. And I stood behind Guruji and let him take us through. And so that was really an overwhelming sense. And then we chanted Om in front of the Vatican, and it was really powerful. The reverberations around and within the group, and just the focus and the intention and just the clearing and the protection that we got from it, really powerful. And the rest Guruji has explained so beautifully, but afterwards, just the lightness in all of us, and it was so remarkable. It was really, really, it was as if we were just bouncing, you could just see us just bouncing and jumping up and down, and so much joy and so much release coming out. And you'll get to see what I'm talking about when you watch the video of the Gigi's in performing. And it was just magical. It was magical. And then just to think, oh my God, this is where it's at. This is the age. This is where we are. And this is what we're doing. And I was reflecting last night after everyone went to bed on, as a child and growing up, I just always had this image of the world being everyone being perfect. like people being kind and loving and this not living in a world of manipulation or whatever, where people really cared for each other, and everyone would be like, you're just such an idealist, you're such an ideal. What are you talking about? People aren't like that. And then yesterday I was like, yes, they are. And yes, they will be. And I'm so grateful, honored, lucky, privileged, all of those things, to be living that truth now, and to be a part of this. So magical. Yeah, really, just amazing.
Hello, everyone. It has been absolutely amazing to have spent these last 5 days with such a wonderful group of people. The work that was done yesterday was extraordinary, and the bit that I found most compelling was when we, in unison, chanted the Om. And I think that was the most extraordinary energy was coming from that group as Guruji was doing his work with the light. And that was palpable. That really was palpable. It has been such a fantastic group, led and facilitated so expertly by Guruji, and it has been a great privilege for me personally to be a part of it. And I thank him with all my heart.
Oh, good morning. And it is a very, very good morning in my heart. I just feel so happy and at peace, because these thoughts and this inner knowing has actually manifested physically. Knowing that there are patterns of perfection, God codes, all of this, knowing it in my heart and having it there from the year dot, and for it to be manifested externally, the absolute experience and effect that this work has radiating from the heart of love and from our Creator within is just beyond words. And I'm really looking forward to having some quiet time to absorb fully the extent of this and to integrate it, and of course to put it into the everyday moments. So I can't say thank you enough for this absolute privilege. And what a beautiful, beautiful group, these dear souls. It's been wonderful to share in this light and this love with all of these beautiful divine beings. So thank you, and you too. Have a lovely day.
Good morning. So yeah, as everyone said, and even in my experience, it was the shift from dark to light, the shift from not being heavy to being light, to just be at ease, be happy. So that was a massive shift that happened yesterday. And being at Vatican City, and that being, I see the veils. So being there and spreading that light from there, it was like not just one place, but worlds and universes and I don't know, beyond. So, and another thing that was, I think, in my experience, ever since equinox that was coming, was there's this imbalance of feminine and masculine within, and especially feminine being in the space of neediness and being in the space of not getting that attention, not and suppressing themselves and looking for the attention. And that was, I don't know why it was coming through, and it was just, I was seeing how to get that balanced. I don't know, maybe across throughout it was like that. And yesterday when we were there and when this clearing happened, after that, when we came back and stood in front of where we did the clearing at the end again, when we came back, and then suddenly in my experience it came, oh, that shift has also happened where we are feminine, we are who we are, so we don't have to look for any acceptance, or that neediness shouldn't be there. Just be who you are, just accept who you are, and just be. So that grounding just happened, and it was beautiful. So I felt that balance just happened, and so it was a massive shift yesterday. thanks to our beloved and everyone here. It almost felt like the Illuminati's, coming there and doing something which even we don't know what we're doing, but it's happening. So yeah, this was my experience. Thank you once again. Love you all.
All right. So that's pretty much it. So thank you. We bring this beautiful journey to a close, and many more travels, many more places. Light is required everywhere. And we've been given this beautiful and glorious mission to spread this light. And we do it with joy in our heart. And we do it with this love that is overflowing. And as I said, you will all experience it in your hearts from this day onwards. This joy, this sense of lightness, all heaviness ceases to exist. Do not make yourself as martyrs. There is no need to suffer. In this moment, you can break all boxes, all that holds you back. So we all have a choice. Step into your light and be the light and spread the light in your beingness. There has to be an effortlessness in this. There is no need of doing anything. You just step into any place, wherever you go, this light will shine through you. So thank you for being part of this journey, all of you. So bye-bye. See you soon.